वेलकम बैक गाइस। अब हम करेंगे काइनेमैटिक्स क्वेश्चन 7 एंड क्वेश्चन 8 पेपर 2। लेट्स स्टार्ट। क्वेश्चन 7, a car approaches a set of traffic lights. The lights change to red at time is equals to 0. Either at this time the traffic light will change to red. That means stop करना है. So, show figure 2.1 shows how the speed of the car changes with time. So इधर ना thinking distance होगा इधर से इधर तक का, ठीक है ना? And after that he starts to decelerate because he realizes कि there is a red light. The car the car starts to slow down in a short time after the lights change to red. Determine the time between the lights changing to red and the car starting to slow down. Time between. अच्छा, this will be the thinking distance. तो ये होगा till here, which is 1.2, 1.4, 1.4 seconds. 1.4 seconds. Because this is the point where the car starts to slow down and the driver realizes that he has to stop. So that is the answer B. State what is meant by uniform acceleration. Uniform acceleration means the set amount of acceleration. For example, 3 meters per second square है acceleration. So the velocity will change uniformly. 3 होगी velocity, फिर 6 होगी, फिर 9 होगी, फिर 12 होगी. It is changing at a uniform rate. It is changing the same amount in a unit time. So that would be the answer. 7 का देख लेते हैं. Be changing, ये मैंने आपको I said exactly the same thing. So this is the answer. B1 का ये आंसर है. आगे moving on. State how figure 2.1 shows that the deceleration of the car between 2 and 7 is non-uniform. 2 and 7 is non-uniform because देखो 2 यहाँ है और 7 यहाँ है. Because the car की पहले जो deceleration है, it is at a different point. मतलब यहाँ जो deceleration है उसके बाद there is a change in deceleration at second 4. तो there is a change in the intensity of deceleration. अगर आप इसका वो निकाले gradient निकाले then we'll realize what the actual values are. ठीक है ना? So 4 to 7 की different deceleration value है और 2 to 4 की different deceleration value है. So that will be the answer. The slope gradient changes. This is the on paper answer जो होता है, जो on paper answer देना होता है आपने. The slope changes and the slope gives us the acceleration, and the negative acceleration will be called deceleration, and that is changing. Speed time graph हमें देता है acceleration. So that you have to keep that in mind. Part 3, determine the distance the car travels from the moment the car starts to slow down until it stops. The moment the car starts to slow down is this moment. ठीक है ना? आगे we have to figure out these two areas until the car stops. Car stops here. ठीक है ना? So we have to figure out what the area of all of this is. So पहले एक पैरेललोग्राम बन गया. 1/2 into sum of parallel sides क्या होगी? Parallel sides है एक 20 है और एक है 8. So 28 will be the parallel sides and the height will be this. ठीक है ना? तो 1.4 से 4 will be the height. 4 minus 1.4 is 2.6. 2.6. This will be the 34.6 meters. और नीचे वाले ट्रायंगल की अब निकाल लेते हैं, हम इसकी निकाल लेते हैं. इट विल बी 1/2 into 3 into this is 8. 8 will give us 12 meters. So let's see. 48 meters बन रहा है एंड हमने जो कैलकुलेट किया है विच इज एक्चुअली just above 48, 36.4 plus 12 is equals to 48.4. So this is the answer 48.4 meters. So हम इसको राउंड ऑफ करके 48 लिख लेते हैं और मे बी आई मेड अ मिस्टेक सो इफ दैट इज द केस माय बैड बट इट इज अप्रोक्सीमेटली 40 meters. So this is the answer. अगर हमने इसको भी लेके जाना है इसको भी ले जाते हैं. This is the if I made a mistake, sorry from my behalf. So that is it for question 7. Now moving on to question 8. Figure 1.1 shows the part of the speed time graph for an athlete in a race. During the race, the acceleration of the athlete is uniform in the first 2 seconds. Uniform अभी speed का क्या मतलब हुआ? Uniform acceleration का क्या मतलब हुआ? That the what do you call it? The athlete is gaining the same amount of speed in a given unit time. तो अगर हम ये देखें this will be 4.2 0 to 4.2 1 सेकेंड में हुआ है 4.2 से 8.4 दूसरी सेकेंड में हुआ है if you minus these two values you'll get 4.2 again because the acceleration is uniform. State how the graph shows the acceleration is uniform. There is a the gradient is constant. So the constant gradient shows that the acceleration my bad the acceleration is uniform. Determine the distance traveled by the athlete in the first 2 seconds. First 2 seconds का क्या होगा? This will be a triangle. So 1 divided by 2 into this will be 8.4. I think 8.4. 8.4 into 2 will give us 8.4. What? Oh yeah, it will give us 8.4 meters. Acha, 8.4 meters will be the answer in I think I think I did something wrong. We use the area under the graph. I did that. अच्छा फिर से देख लेते हैं एक दो फिर देख लेते हैं हम this will be this will be 2 or sorry each block is representing 1 2 3 4 5 so this will be 9 sorry I think it will be 9 or 8.8 से थोड़ा ऊपर है so it will be 9 9 into 2 will give us 9 9 meters will be the answer 9 meters sorry मेरी थोड़ी सी ह्यूमन एरर हो जाता है यू आई हैव अ स्पेसिफिक लाइक टाइम जिसमें मुझे वीडियोस करनी होती है यू ऑल डोंट हैव अ टाइम सो आप लोग सही तरह से करना ये द पेपर इज प्रीटी लॉन्ग सो यू गाइस हैव टाइम फ्रॉम 2 to 5.5 the acceleration of the athlete decreases the acceleration decreases so there is a जो curved path है एक let's see if that is correct decreasing slope after 2 seconds which is correct decreasing slope after 2 seconds उसके बाद the athlete reaches maximum speed of 12 meters per second from 5.5 seconds the athlete travels at 12 meters per second 5.5 ये है और 8 ये है इधर से इधर तक athlete travels at a constant speed which is 12 so constant speed का ये होता है you represented like that from 8 to 11 the athlete decelerates finishing the race at a speed of 10 meters per second तो इधर deceleration हो गई है the athlete goes from 12 meters per second to 10 meters per second in a span of 3 seconds so we have made a straight slope ये देख लेते हैं line curved or straight from 11 8 12 to 11 10 so that is correct you could also make it curved ठीक है ना that is mentioned in the question. So that is it for this video. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you for watching. Allah Hafiz.